And now two of the biggest stars this season on The Great White Way. Two-time Oscar winner Denzel Washington and 2009 Oscar nominee Viola Davis are teaming up to star on Broadway in August Wilson's Pulitzer Prize-winning play, Fences. They took a quick break from rehearsal to talk to us about the hottest ticket in town.
Why don't you admit you were too old for the major leagues? For once, why don't you admit that?
You mean too old? Come telling me I was too old. I just wasn't the right color.
In August Wilson's Fences, Denzel Washington plays Troy, a former Negro League slugger in his youth. Now, at 53, he collects garbage.
Time have changed, Troy. You just come along too early.
There ought not never have been no time called too early.
Let's talk about August Wilson a little bit. What drew you to him in this play specifically?
The fact that he has created characters in the same vein as Arthur Miller, the everyday tragic hero.
Is it familiar to you?
The story is specific, but the themes are universal. I remember my father talking to me about getting a trade. You know, you could work at the water department and, you know, and maybe make $25,000 one day if you stick with it.
And that's making it.
And that's making it, because that's as far as he could see. That's as far as Troy and Rose could see.
The original 1987 Fences production starred James Earl Jones. It won both a Tony for Best Play and Pulitzer for Best Drama. 20 years later, with co-star Viola Davis as his wife Rose, Washington will try to recreate that magic.
I get up Monday morning, find my lunch on the table, go out, make my way, find my strength to get me through to next Friday. That's all I got, Rose.
Is it a different play this many years later?
The actors make it a different play. The audience makes it a different play. You know, that's the beauty of it.
How about Troy? Could he imagine a black president?
Could I imagine a black president? I couldn't. No? Could Troy? You think so?
Oh, absolutely. I think Troy's a progressive man. I mean, I think that's why I married him. I think that he has vision. I'm going to say that. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, you know what Troy would have said? Troy would have said, oh, Barack Obama, he ain't nobody. There ain't nothing to it. Because that's what he's always saying. I mean, this guy throws everybody under the bus. Jackie Robinson, oh, Jackie Robinson wasn't nobody. That's the universal thing. What is it like to be the big shot at a young age and never get to the next level?
Could have been a contender.
Yeah, it could have been a contender that you always, you got right there, but you never got any farther, and now you're a garbage man.
Troy maybe, but not Denzel. He's won the Oscar twice for Glory and Training Day. But returning to Broadway always comes with some anxiety.
That last 5 minutes before we go on that first preview, if you don't have that, like, what the hell am I doing here? See, I said hell. That's because my character says it all the time. If you don't have that, then they say it's time to quit.
You all have worked together before. You directed Antoine Fisher. How was it?
Great.
I didn't have to direct. She came in ready. I would do things like, okay.
And when people walk out of the theater at the end of this performance, what do you want them to walk away with?
It depends upon what they bring to it.
You have to come in, not like this, close, but ready and open, and open to the experience. And I think August Wilson gives it in every single play. He gives some kind of experience.
And master that he is, he starts you off with, as Kenny calls it, like television. They don't have television. So we're and Troy's the star of the TV show. Yeah. Yes. And everybody knows on Friday we get a little pint and we all sit around and Troy's gonna tell these stories and we done heard it, and she's heard the stories before. And I do this whole story and I say, Rose will tell you, and she said, he's lying. But it's a music to it, it's a rhythm to it. And I don't even stop and say, I'm not lying. I just keep right on going. But what he does is he lets the audience relax, and he gets you in, and then here he comes, and things start changing, right?
Yeah.
I cannot wait for it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
What a team. Fences starring Denzel Washington and Viola Davis is playing on Broadway through July 11th. You can get information on it at abcnews.com.